Yeah, welcome to the show. I'm happy to have you. I was really excited to interview the one and only George Toys official. How are you tonight? How are you this morning?
Привет,
He
меня
said his name is
зовут Сергей.
Sergey.
Мне тоже
He's
приятно
happy to be on
попасть на
podcast as
подкаст.
well, and he
Чувствую
feels good.
себя
He
хорошо.
woke up very recently.
Nice. So my my first question is, how exactly did you get the idea of making these plushies? I've looked into you. You made Among Us plushies before, and then you went to making George Floyd plushies. What gave you that idea?
Ой, это получилось так. Я
So
сидел
basically, he saw the entire thing,
видел то,
the
что
entire
вот
George Floyd thing
когда
erupt.
в
So
Америке полицейские
like
увидели,
the
как
murder
поставили
of George
колен
Floyd, he saw
на,
it live.
на Джорджа,
He saw the
и
reaction,
после этого он
and 1 month
и
after he got
ну,
buried,
начались
he and
протесты в
his friend
Америке,
had an idea of
и
reselling
это,
toys,
то есть массово так
and
подцепилось,
he didn't know
и
what
потом,
exactly
ну,
to
я
make. He
думал,
had the
думал,
idea
и
of
где-то через
making
месяц, вот
pillows.
когда его там официально
Then he come up
хоронили,
with the
я
George
увидел, как
Floyd
там
idea. He told
ажиотаж такой,
to his GF about it,
и что-то
and
сидел, так подумал, и
then
еще,
they
ну,
decided to
с
make the
другом сидел,
prototypes. The
общался,
first
он
prototype
тоже думал
wasn't as
какие
good as the
товары
current ones.
начать
It
продавать.
was
И вот я что-то сидел, и мне в
it
голову
had very
пришла, но
bad
сначала
proportions
была
in
идея
comparison with the
подушки
current
только
one,
делать.
but
И я со своей
the
девушкой
second
вот
prototype was good,
пообщался насчет
and it's
этой
pretty
идеи.
much the design
Она
they're
говорит,
using now.
ну, поддержала меня, говорит,
And
так, Паша,
then he
давай
created
попробуем
an Instagram
создать
account to
дизайн.
promote the
Нашел
business,
дизайнера,
and
он
it
сделал
blew up
нам
immediately.
дизайн.
It
Мы
went
ровную
from
версию
0 to
распечатали с
10,000
фотографией,
followers on
сшили
Instagram in
и
just a week.
набили вот
He had a lot of videos
гранулами
with
стресс.
over
Ну, получилась, конечно,
90,000
первая фигня.
views as well.
Очень
He had
маленький
videos
и
with
такой неуклюжий.
600
И потом
comments out of
мы
nowhere.
доработали
So
его, и уже
yeah, but at that point, people
со
started
второй попытки получилось
threatening him.
нормально. Мы и
A
подушки
lot of people
сделали, и
were
игрушки.
a lot
И
of
в
African
итоге
Americans decided to go
я
after
создал
him, that
аккаунт
he capitalizes on
Инстаграма,
someone else's death,
и
that he
начал,
has no moral
ну, по
values,
хэштегам
and
Джордж
stuff
Флойд.
like that. But
Have you ever been affected by any of the comments at all?
Но я особо
he
на них
ha-
не обращал
he
внимания, ну,
understands the
лояльно
people that
относился,
are
потому что, ну, я
sending
понимал
bad
то, что для
comments to him,
кого-то...
because for us Russians it is
Ну,
mostly a
здесь у
joke.
нас
Like
как
we
бы
aren't seriously affected by this
это
situation, but for Americans, he
больше как
understands it's
прикол,
a
а
pretty
там, скорее всего,
sensitive
кого-то,
subject,
ну, кому-то
and he isn't
задевали
doing it
чувства там
to
или
make
что-нибудь
fun of
такое.
George Floyd. No,
Просто вообще
he's doing it
создавалось это не просто
to make
для
people
того, чтобы
remember
там
him, to make people remember
посмеяться
George Floyd,
или
because how it
поприкалываться,
usually goes,
а с
a lot of
целью,
people
так
forget
как они
about
сами
such cases half a year
поэтому там
afterwards,
все, ну, многие
and
поддерживали семью
he
Джорджа
doesn't want it to
этот,
be the
и я ее
case
создал
with
с
George
целью
Floyd.
память
So
о нем,
yeah,
чтобы
and
его
it's
не
really
забыли через
popular.
полгода. У нас же,
He
как
doesn't
обычно,
even
если
have time to read all the
какая-то
comments he
история
gets, because
случается, то
there
сначала
are
про нее говорят, говорят,
yeah,
а
there are
потом
negative
через полгода
comments,
уже
but there are
все
also people who are
забыли.
actually buying his toys,
А у
and that's
меня
the
цель
part that
была
matters the
создать
most.
эти игрушки для того,
And
чтобы
even on his website, it
осталась
says that
память
he's
о
not
нем. То есть
doing
те,
it to make fun
кто
of people.
поддерживал
He's
его,
making it
все это.
to make people remember about George Floyd.
I mean, yeah, that makes perfect sense. George Floyd stress plush dolls that can also speak. I think that's a really impactful way that we can teach kids about George Floyd, so they don't forget about him.
Конечно, эти
So,
соцсети
yeah, he's
цензурят,
talking about the
это
censorship that he has
многие, по-моему,
met
проекты.
in
То
his
есть
on
и
his way,
Инстаграм, когда
because his
раскрутился из-за того, что там
first
было
Instagram
много
account got banned for
активности
having a lot
и
of
вот
negativity in comments.
негатива
There was a lot of
в
hate
комментариях.
between people.
Мне
And he
Инстаграм
tried
удалил,
creating an eBay
потом
account, and it got
я
banned as
создавал
well.
на eBay
Um, then
позицию
he had
для
like 5
продажи.
different Instagram accounts,
Он
which
мне
all got
тоже
banned in the end as
заблокировал.
well. This is
Потом
why he created the
TikTok
website so
создавал,
that
меня тоже
people pay
заблокировали.
there, because
Инстаграм в итоге меня...
it's not
Ну, я создал
pleasant
новый
when
аккаунт, опять
you
же, он
pay someone
за
money and
неделю
his
раскрутился,
Instagram account gets
так как у
banned
меня было
immediately.
много поклонников там,
People
поддерживающих меня. Они меня
need any confirmation that the
репостили,
deal won't fail, won't
то
flop,
есть как
you know.
помогали
Yeah, but people
начать
help
обо
him
мне.
regain popularity on his
Ну и в
newer
итоге у
accounts. A lot
меня
of people
за
repost his
месяц,
stuff,
наверное, аккаунтов
so
5
he's
Инстаграм
doing fine.
забанили.
But
В
you
итоге
can still
я
repost his
решился то,
stuff, and you
что
should do it.
I mean, yeah, to help spread the message that you shouldn't forget about George Floyd, everyone should repost this stuff. How it's kind of weird how you have so many American fans, yet you don't even speak English. It's really cool how no matter where you're from, you can really succeed if you have a good idea like that.
да, да. Ну,
He
у
says
меня
that
просто
even though he
не
has
очень хорошо,
problems
но у
with
меня
speaking English,
была мечта
he always wanted to
уехать.
move to the United
Она меня
States, so,
больше
and he was
симпатизирует.
thinking
И
about
вот
all the possibilities,
все эти
about
года,
all the
когда я думал
opportunities for
что-нибудь
that.
о какой-нибудь
And
идее,
then the
тут
George Floyd
получилось
idea
просто
came up, and
спонтанно.
it came up
Пришла мысль, я ее
spontaneously,
сделал, и вот
and you can see that
люди
it's
подхватили,
great,
словил
and
меня хайп.
thanks to modern
При
technologies,
том, что я
you
английский
don't
вообще
even
не
have
знаю,
to
я
know
все
the
это
language to communicate with people,
делал
because he
через
was using
переводчик.
translator
Также
for
я
his posts. He was
общался
using translator
с
to
клиентами через переводчик.
communicate with people. He has
Поэтому, ну да, в наше
like
время
just normal
обязательно
Google
знать
Translator
английский, чтобы
or Yandex Translator. I'm not
контактировать
sure what he's using, but he was using a web translator for that stuff,
с
and that's
любой
great.
точкой Земли.
It shows how far technologies have come.
Yeah, it's really amazing how anyone with a dream can really make it. Where are you from? And do people from where you are know that you do this? Do a lot of your friends know about this? And have you lost any connections because of the controversy from it?
Проживаю я в
George Floyd
России,
Tour's official is
я это
Russian,
даже и не
and he
скрывал.
doesn't
У
hide
меня,
this fact.
когда вот этот
And
весь хайп пошел, у меня
when
многие писали
when
издания,
he opened
конечно,
his
не с
business, when
английского сегмента, а с русского.
it blew up,
Брали
a lot of
интервью, все, то есть меня
some Russian
публиковывали в мои
news,
со мной
some
статьи.
Russian media
Все это, и
media
там
producers,
сказано, то, что
they
я
started
проживаю в России,
contacting
но
him and
где
writing
именно,
articles
как-то
about him.
не
So people in
сообщается.
Russia know about him.
А,
No IRL
да,
friends
ну,
was
многие
against what
знакомые
he is
знают, чем
doing.
я занимаюсь,
Nobody had
и
problems with that. He doesn't
лояльно
have a
относятся
problem
к
with
этому.
it either.
Но они
He doesn't know what Americans actually think of what he's
больше
doing,
просто
but they
работяги,
buy his toys.
которые
He has
не
seen a lot
готовы
of
так
bloggers
рисковать,
using them, a lot
идеи
of
продвигать. Они,
streamers.
когда им
He
рассказываешь,
has
они
seen a
так
lot of people
просто
using
смеются, и
George
все,
Floyd
и, можно
plushes
сказать,
during
забудут.
web chat streams, like
Никто не
Omegle
переставал
streams,
общаться,
you know,
то есть
these stuff,
общаемся
this kind of stuff.
все так же. Просто как
And yeah, people from all over
удивляюсь,
the
когда
world
узнают,
buy his plushies, like
многие
Israel, Britain,
подхватили.
pretty much
Несмотря
everywhere
на то,
people
что
buy
сейчас
his plushies,
сложно
but the
очень
United States is the most popular
как-то
destination.
хайпануть.
I can imagine why. It seems like in Russia, people are a lot more laid back about this because at least people that I know or internet communities that I'm in, like, I think people would get really mad if they saw someone that they knew making like things like this. Would you say that Russia's just kind of a more laid back place where you can get away with more?
Ну,
Yeah, basically in Russia you can get away with more stuff because people don't really care about such things usually. Most of the normies here just work. They don't really care about politics or whatever. They just live and work.
политикой, то есть не какими-то
This is why his IRL friends
событиями в мире.
didn't even
То
have
есть они
any
просто вот отработали,
serious
пришли, там,
reactions to what he's
пили,
doing.
попили,
They were
и
just
всё.
like laughing at
День
it,
закончился.
supporting it,
У вас
but they
в
weren't
Америке
capable of
как-то,
doing the same thing
я бы
because
сказал,
they
более
were normies
ранимые
who couldn't
люди.
risk such things,
Вот
you know.
там вот чуть что,
Yeah,
сразу,
but in the
все,
United
так
States,
нельзя
people are
делать,
way
все
more
это.
sensitive about
Ну,
such
потому что
topics
по
because they think
сообщениям
that
и
he's
комментариям
capitalizing
видно
on
то, что
such a
многие
tragic
против
event as
этой
death
идеи,
of
так
George
как это
Floyd.
оскорбляет
And
чувства,
and
там,
in
то,
reality, he
что
just made the toy for people
это
to not
горе,
forget
там,
about
смерть,
such an unfortunate
деньги
thing
делаешь, и
since
этот
the tragedy of
капиталист
George
там
Floyd.
и такого рода. Хотя
And yeah, people capitalize on
многие
each
не
other's
видят
deaths way
деньгей
more
на
than
смертях
his
людей,
case, but people
и
don't care
метро
about it.
возникает.
But
А
they care
тут
about the
случилось,
fact that someone made toys
человек
about
как
George
бы
Floyd.
Yeah, it's really powerful how you want to remind everyone of the horrific death of George Floyd. Do you think that schools and stuff like that should give out George Floyd plushies to kids so that growing up in their home, they just have something to always remind them of the horrific events that happened that day?
значит,
Yeah, it shouldn't be
детей
given to
сложно
children
сказать, потому
in
что,
schools because
опять же, какого возраста дети, интересуются ли
because
они
it's
вообще этим,
because they will see it just
потому
as
что
an
в основном
entertainment
знания
thing,
только
you know.
развлекательный характер
They will just see
рассматривают
it
в
as an
интернете.
entertainment thing.
То есть это
They won't
больше как-то
understand the
на
entire situation.
возрастную
They
группу
can't
людей
analyze
идет,
it
кто
properly.
там
This is why it shouldn't be
сочувствует, либо
given to them.
хотел бы
And
иметь.
it's not even
Ну,
it's
получается,
not a
вообще
mass
это
product either. It's a niche product. It's a
товар,
collectible item.
как ограниченный. Он же
Just
не
to have
массовый, получается. То есть
memory
его
of this
нельзя
event.
купить, пойти вон в
And
магазине.
it
Как
shouldn't be
коллекционная она,
even
можно сказать.
taught
И
to
многие
other
же
generations
коллекционируют вот
because
всякие
it wasn't
такие штуки,
planned murder.
события.
It's just
И детям
a
я
very unfortunate
не могу сказать,
tragedy
было бы
because
интересно им или нет.
the
Но,
policeman
конечно же,
was too
если
stubborn. He probably didn't want to kill George
поддержали,
Floyd,
то
but
было бы хорошо.
but he didn't
Сложно
put
сказать.
his knee away when
Даже
George
не
Floyd
знаю, как
said that he
ответить на
couldn't
этот вопрос.
breathe. It's just a very stubborn
Ну,
person.
я
It
думаю,
probably
нет, потому что дети
won't
это уже
repeat
другое
when people
поколение,
become
и как-то
less stubborn to each other or something.
Do you have any future plans with the George Floyd Toys official store? Right now you make pillows and you also make a Derek Chauvin toy as alongside the George Floyd one to help commemorate it. You have Elon Musk ones and you also have Among Us ones. Do you have any other future plans with the toy collection? Maybe a Breonna Taylor of some sorts? What else do you think you're gonna make with it?
Ой, пока
Yeah, for now he
сказать,
has no particular plans. He's selling what
пока
he has
вот
now, but he has got
продается
a lot of
то, что есть
requests to
как
sell
наименовании.
Brianna Taylor
А насчет вот этого
plushies,
Брайан Тейлор,
and he's gonna
мне
look into it
поступают
for sure.
сообщения
He
тех, кто уже
because of the
покупал,
requests, he started selling
Дерека,
Derek
Дерек
Chauvin
Шевен.
plushies as well. And a lot
Поступает
of people
сообщение,
recently started
чтобы
asking him to
сделал
make a Ronnie McNabb
игрушку
plushies.
Брайан Тейлор и
He
еще
doesn't really know
Ронни
who that is,
Макнау
but he's
поступает,
gonna look into it and
сделайте
consider
игрушку Ронни
making his
Макнау,
plushies.
типа он у нас
And going back to the
популярный.
topic of
А еще
him
вот мысль,
capitalizing on someone else's
пока
death,
еще не ушла,
it's very
проговорим. Вот многие
interesting that people
негативят
pick him
о том,
out
что якобы вот
and
я наживаюсь
blame
на
him at
смерти,
this,
продаю игрушку, все это.
while others
А при том,
are
что я заходил на
basically
eBay,
selling
на Amazon,
t-shirts,
много товаров,
necklaces, mugs,
футбол,
literally all
одежда,
other stuff with
амулеты,
George Floyd on them, and nobody has a problem with it. But when he
И
sells
почему-то
a
никто
George Floyd
не
plushie,
возникает
it
по
causes
этому. Они же
a
тоже,
very huge
получается,
problem,
делают
and
деньги
everyone
на...
thinks that he has crossed the line.
Yeah, it's really sad the double standards they have when it comes to enforcing their policies. So to everyone saying that what you do is racist or just not good for the world. I'm really glad that you're clearing this up for them, that they know that you're doing this because you want to spread awareness and let everyone know of the horrific things that happened that day.
Да, это и была изначальная
He
цель.
is talking about the
видишь
fact
ли,
that this is the reason
воспоминания
why he came to this
просто
podcast,
нажиться
and that
на
it's
трагедии.
really weird that people also ask him to make not only
Ну, и
Ronnie
еще
McNabb plushies, but also Hitler plushies. It makes him question maybe there are a lot of Nazis in the United States.
Я не знаю, у вас
It's
там
very weird and unsettling. And
нацисты,
on
возможно, много нацистов
and
просто
during Christmas
Гитлер
holidays,
тоже очень
during New
много
Year
сделал всего.
holidays, when people were actively buying
Плюс
George Floyd plushies,
под Новый год,
one of the
ну,
fans,
когда вот
one of the
маленькие
clients
игрушки
asked him to make
раскупали,
life-size version
мне
of George Floyd
один
plushie.
клиент написал,
And
что могли бы вы сделать
he asked his GF
Джорджа
about the
Флойда
idea, and they
человеческого размера.
finally did it. They made
И
it,
опять же, я
and
вот с
it's
девушкой
5'7"
все это, и мы приняли решение, то, что
tall, and
стоит
yeah,
попробовать.
it's a
И мы под Новый
it's
год
life-size
сделали
George Floyd plushie.
игрушку вот
What else
человеческого
can
размера,
you
он 170
wish for?
сантиметров высотой.
Yeah, and they sold
И
out
когда я
immediately,
выложил в
and the people
Инстаграме
still
ее,
buy them from
у
time to
меня
time.
сразу же 3
So yeah,
игрушки
if you
выкупили.
want a good companion,
Ну и
life-size
сейчас
George Floyd
сегодня
plushie
только
can be
оказываю
yours only for
большое
$500. So check it out, buy it.
$500 human-sized George Floyd plushie. Link in bio. Go support the man. We really have to help spread the message. Black Lives Matter. All of that good stuff. Would you agree that Europe sucks and that places like the US and Russia are better?
Сложно сказать, потому
It's
что
a
я
difficult
не был в
question
Европе
because
и
he hasn't lived there.
не с чем
He hasn't lived in
сравнивать.
other countries, so he
Просто
can't say.
сидя в интернете и
But from what he
читая
saw
все,
online, there are both some good and
складывается
bad
впечатление, то,
places in
что
the United
в
States. Some
Америке
places have
хорошо, но опять же
worse
в
crime
определенных местах,
statistics.
так
Some
как
places
много у вас в
have
таких местах идет
problems with drug addicts
бандитизм,
and other things. And the
наркомания
same goes for Europe.
и
Some
так далее.
places in Europe look
Как
really
видно,
nice, some don't.
это особо
And
не
it's hard to
освещается,
tell
но вот
until
если
you
на
move there
Ютубе
and live
я
there for a
смотрел
bit.
некоторых
So yeah, he
блогеров.
can really answer this question.
That's a very reasonable response. One last question before our surprise. Well, actually, two questions. The first is, are there a lot of black people in Russia, and have any of them gotten mad at you over this? And the second question is, do you know how to sing / do you like singing?
He has seen few black people. There aren't many black people in Russia, but they don't seem to be angry from the outside. In fact, they smile a lot, and when they smile, because of the skin contrast, their smiles look brighter, their teeth look whiter because of that, and that looks really good. And yeah, he hasn't communicated with any of them to say whether they would be mad at him or not, but he has a pretty positive opinion on them, pretty neutral.
Do you like to sing?
Петь? А я не пою.
Sadly, he can't sing.
Не пою. Не умею.
He doesn't sing. Well, sadly, he can't sing. He doesn't sing.
You've never sung in your entire life?
Нет.
No, he never did. He never wanted to do that.
I feel like right now would be a good opportunity for us to play a song of some sort where you can sing for the first time. So on the podcast, we have a segment where we take some random pop song that's really popular that everyone's sick of, and we make our guests randomly just sing it while I play the guitar. Do you know the song Irok Shiv by Dior Acorde?
No. You got it wrong. Yeah.
Oh, I think you can say it better than I can.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
А я типа петь буду. А я даже не знаю. Егор Шип?
If he doesn't know the song, he can name any pop song. I'll learn it on the guitar. The fans really want to hear George Floyd Tour's official to sing a song.
Я даже не знаю.
Yeah, he's thinking
Там
right
же
now.
текст
He's thinking right
надо.
now. Consider.
I'm really excited for this.
This is a very uncomfortable situation for him because he's trying to find a song that he would like to sing. Oh yeah, he would like to sing the military song Katyusha.
Katyusha.
Let me find it.
Русская поэзия.
It's probably one of these songs that are associated with Russia.
Can you send me the YouTube video, or is this? I think you just sent the chords. I just don't know how the song goes. Yeah. At the end of every 15 or so episodes, we put all the songs in an album, and then we release it as an album. So there's gonna be an official George Toys official song out. Just gonna need a few seconds to learn the chords and stuff for these songs so I can hit it perfectly.
There is a serious problem. The fact that he is in Russia and most of his buyers are American. It means that he has very hard time with receiving payments. His PayPal account got banned for too much of suspicious activity, and there wasn't a business. There weren't any business PayPal accounts in Russia before it, so he couldn't open one, and now he can't open one either because he's banned. He's perma banned, and he will never be unbanned from PayPal.
Yeah, PayPal is a really bad platform. They block and censor a lot of people. I know you take Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. You should look into taking Monero, XMR. That stuff is fully private, fully anonymous. I think you would get more customers that way because of all the people that would face stigma even supporting you. If you want your customers to feel more secure with their payments, you should give them an option for Monero.
У меня есть вариант оплаты
He's saying
в биткоине и в эфириуме.
He thinks that Bitcoin and
проблема в том, что
Ethereum are secure enough for now. But the problem is that people don't use cryptocurrencies at all. Most people are either poorly informed or don't know how to set them up. So throughout his entire way, throughout the entire time he has
Оклад
been
в
doing it.
криптовалюте был, наверное,
Only like 15 people
15.
paid him
Остальное
using
всё вот.
cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of people don't really know much about cryptocurrency yet. At least as it keeps growing, hopefully that'll go up and more people would pay through that sort of stuff. Just a recommendation. Okay, I have the song ready. I'll just play it and then you sing along to it. I'll count down like 3, 2, 1.
Ща. Ну, давай попробуем.
Да? Да? Okay. As the Russians say, 3, 2, 1.
Стали яблони груши, поплыли туманы над рекой. Выходила на берег Катюша, на высокий берег, на крутой. Выходила, песню заводила про степного сизого орла, про того, которого любила, про того, чьи письма берегла. Ой, ты, песня, песенка девичья, ты лети за ясным солнцем вслед. И бойцу на дальнем пограничье от Катюши передай привет. Пусть услышит, как она поет. Пусть он землю бережет родную, а любовь Катюша сбережет. Расцветали яблони и груши, поплыли туманы над рекой. Выходила на берег Катюша, на высокий берег, на крутой. Ну, все вроде.
I'm sure it was great.
He finished the song.
I was listening to it. It sounded great. So before we end it off, we have one last little gimmick that we like to do on the show. We make our guests tell a secret, tell a confession, something private. Do you have any confessions that you might want to get off your chest?
Угу. Чтоб никто даже
Doesn't
не знаю,
even
чем
know what
поделиться.
to share. He wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah, we like to make our guests uncomfortable.
Ну, чтоб никто не слышал это.
People should buy the
Пусть
cryptocurrency
покупают
called
криптовалюту
ADEX.
ADX.
ADX. Okay.
ADX.
Yeah, ADX. It should be a good long-term.
Потом они будут благодарны.
Yeah, it should be a long-term investment. It should be bought for like and held for a year or two. Long-term investment, not like you buy Bitcoin and one day it's 30K and the other day it's 50K and you sell it in time to not lose anything, you know.
What makes ADX better than the other ones?
У нее потенциал в том, что
ADX has a lot of potential because it's
блокчейне, то есть
advertisement platform like Google advertisements,
AdWords,
but it's on blockchain, so it has a lot of potential to be used in the future, like everything else.
Sounds very promising. Thank you for coming on. You're a great guest. I'm sure all of your English-speaking fans would love to hear this side of you. I'm happy you came on. Yeah, would you like to say the outro and goodbye to everybody?
Right, he wishes everyone good luck. He wishes everyone happiness, and don't forget to buy his toys. And there might be some new toys in the near future.
You heard it here first, folks. Don't forget to buy his toys, and have a nice future. Have a good life. Be happy. Stay safe.